men, like I said, I can only speak to the male experience. Like, that's what I tell men. And women can do this too. The 5 habits, man. Habit number 1 is reading. Habit number 2 is fasting. Habit number 3 is building. Habit number 4 is networking. Habit number 5 is breathing. So habit number 1 is reading, and I call it the 5 mentor rule. You use books to find mentors who are dead, and then so you can have a couple books that you use as mentors, but you need 2 or 3 mentors that are in person. You got to shadow success. You can't reinvent the wheel. Then number 2, for physical health and discipline, 5-hour rule, fasting. Don't eat for the first 3 hours when you wake up, intermittent fasting, and then don't eat 2 hours before you go to bed. That'll train. It's not just for the physical, it's also for the mind. You must be able to control your appetites, you know? Number 3, building wealth. That's the 5 assets I talk about. Software, that's online business. Brand, build your personal brand. Land, reinvest in real estate. Cash, you got to have some cash management. And then crypto, that's the 5th asset. That's crypto and all alternative assets. That could be bullets, food at home, silver, gold, whatever. Don't put everything in US dollars. And then the 4th one is networking. And I call it the 5-finger rule. You can read personality patterns of testosterone, estrogen, for example. You got to learn when you network, it's about reading the room. So whether it's dating or business, know how to read people. And then the 5th one is breathing. Life's going to throw stress at you and your cortisol level is going to go up. My best friend is a neuroscientist. He said what happens when you get stressed is the brain stem is the back of your head, the primitive mind. You got the brain stem, the medulla, the cerebellum, the amygdala. That's where you store all the memories. Those are all your fear cortisol responses. But the median prefrontal cortex, the MPFC, this is where you become a logical man. And so when you feel stressed out, when bullshit's happening to you, take 5 super deep breaths, because it's not some spiritual thing. 5 deep breaths slows you down and you start using the logical part of your mind. And to be a powerful man or a woman, you better be using the front of your head, not just reactive. So get those 5 habits down and practice them with discipline. Get a mean dude in your life that kicks your ass until you become a disciplined machine, you know? Like I said earlier, the chains of habit are too weak to be felt till they're too strong to be broken. I know some of you dudes are young, you're 18, 19, whatever. That ain't fucking young in the evolutionary tree. You should be able to you need to be a powerful person, or the beginnings of a powerful person, even at 16, 17, 18. So don't put it off, because every time you go through a day as a weak-willed man, it gets a little bit harder to be tougher the next day. So that's if I could impart anything, women, men, that's what I would say.
Happiness is an emotion, so it comes and goes. So anybody that's pursuing something that's fleeting will not be able to hold on to it. Why? Because you cannot be a happy person all the time. So to pursue happiness is an unachievable goal. But to pursue freedom is a state of mind, right? Freedom is a state of being. It's not an emotion. I can still be sad and be free. I can still be happy and be free. So if somebody that's like, well, I want to be a happy person. Well, good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck being free, right? Good luck being happy. It's 2 different things. This idea of being happy is this concept that people have been sold, right? That life is about happiness. But what if life wasn't about happiness? What if life is about experiencing every aspect and every emotion that life has? Wouldn't you want to experience the full sudden range of emotions that life has to offer you? The sadness, the heartbreaks, the joy, right? You can't have happiness without sorrow. You can't have pleasure without pain. And to neglect one thing is to neglect life. So why would you neglect these things? And in order for you to achieve freedom, you need to be able to understand that you need to be unwaveringly decided to enjoy every aspect of the experience of life. And the problem is, most of the aspects of experiencing life fully are haltered or deterred or slowed down by the busyness of life, the unproductive things of life, the 9 to 5. The only reason you have a 9 to 5, people are like, well, I have responsibilities. You established these responsibilities on yourself. You decided how much you were going to pay for rent. You decided how much you were going to pay for that car. You have a kid, you decide to fuck that bitch. It's your responsibility. Every aspect of your life, every responsibility that you have is self-imposed for the most part. There are exceptions. So your question is, how much responsibility do you want? Look at a fucking dog, bro. Zero responsibilities. Lives happy as hell.
Yeah. True.
There's an ancient proverb that says, walk like a turtle, sleep like a dog, and you'll be happy.